Hi there, here is the all-new Sony Bravia Theatre Bar 6. Now this is a 3.1.2 channel soundbar with upward firing speakers, a wireless subwoofer, and it provides Dolby Atmos sound for just 39,990. This Bar 6 is a clean, simple, minimalistic setup without the complicated wire work while still offering spectacular premium sound. It comes with some very practical set of features like there's Voice Zoom 3 that extracts the dialogues from the content, making it crisp and audible. Then there's also vertical surround engine where it can position the audio in vertical space, giving you that three-dimensional sound. It's really cool. Now, I've been using the soundbar for a little over 2 weeks. Let me share everything in detail, the setup, the features, the sound experience, so you can decide you should buy the Bravia Theatre Bar 6 or not. Let's start with a quick unboxing. So here is the retail packaging. The brown box returns with the standard L-shaped packaging. On the side is the image of the soundbar with the subwoofer, some of its key features, 3.1.2 channel, Dolby Atmos, DTS-X, Bravia Connect app, vertical surround engine and S-Force Pro. On the side are the manufacturing details, the contents of the box and the MRP of 54,990. Alright, let's open it up. So inside we have the soundbar itself, then we have a huge subwoofer and a box that includes cables and accessories. The soundbar and subwoofer come in this soft cloth packaging to prevent any scratches or scuffs during transportation. So let's see what's inside this box. Starting from the top is some paperwork that includes the warranty card, then you have the wall mount template and you have the user manual. Then you have this packet, let's see what's inside. Then inside here we have a heavy duty, really good quality HDMI cable. Then we have two power cords, one is for the soundbar and one is for the subwoofer. Then inside here are two plastic wall mount brackets just in case you plan to wall mount the soundbar, screws for the wall mount, two AAA Sony batteries for the remote, and finally the much loved Sony soundbar remote. Wow, absolutely amazing, super minimalistic design, clean, easy to use. Right on the top you can see the input button, you have the power button, then you have the sound field, voice button, increase, decrease the volume, you can increase, decrease the bass as well, night mode, mute, Sony branding. It's really nice and compact, absolutely love it. Glad to see eco-friendly packaging, no use of plastic anywhere. Good job Sony. Coming to the build and design. First look at it and you know it's premium. The front grille is all metal and it houses 3 drivers, 2 on each side for left and right channels. Then there's one driver in the center for vocals. We have 2 upward firing speakers, 1 on each side. It's a little hard to see in the video, but these speakers are tilted at an angle that throw the sound towards the ceiling, and when they bounce back where you're seated, they simulate that 3D surround sound. More on the experience later. The top section comes in matte finish and doesn't attract any fingerprint or smudges. Very clean. The length of the soundbar is 38 inches and it will sit comfortably between the TV stand. Just for reference, the TV I'm using in this video is a 55-inch Sony A80 OLED TV. On the side is a physical power button which will be handy just in case the remote isn't. All the ports are obviously at the back, the power input port on the left, while HDMI eARC and optical on the right. There is also a USB-A port which is only for software updates. No, you cannot use it to connect a pen drive and play content from it. Overall, the build quality is absolutely top notch. Moving to the subwoofer. So the frame is all wood and is extremely well built. On the front is a metal grille housing a huge driver and below is the bass reflex cone that helps create that super deep bass. The back too is very clean, has the power input port and a link button, which I can promise you might never use. It's basically there to pair the soundbar with the subwoofer, but it actually connects on its own. However, in case it doesn't, you can press the link button and it'll pair. Very rare scenario. Alright, coming to the setup. So ideally, the soundbar should be placed below the TV on the table, or it can be wall mounted below the TV as well. Here's a quick tip. Avoid placing the soundbar in an enclosed space like a cabinet. It would really ruin the experience. The subwoofer placement is something you can experiment with considering it's wireless. All it needs is a power source. I'd suggest pick a corner in the room as that would provide really thumpy bass. Though I have placed it right next to the soundbar, which works best for me. To get the best audio experience, I would highly recommend you connect the soundbar to the TV using an HDMI cable. Check for the eARC port on your TV. Apart from superior audio fidelity, the other benefit of this connectivity is that you can control the volume of the soundbar using a TV's remote. Plus, when you power on and off the TV, it will power on and off the soundbar as well. Works seamlessly. Now, all is connected and powered on. First step is to download the Sony Bravia Connect app on your phone. The app will recognize the soundbar. Simply click on it and follow the process. You can select the distance between you and the soundbar so it can deliver that perfect sound. The setup shouldn't take you more than a couple of minutes. The Sony Theatre Bar 6 comes with 350 watt sound output and, as mentioned earlier, 3.1.2 channel support. Now there are three modes that you can choose from. First being Sound Field, which when turned on, it enhances the audio experience by creating a virtual surround sound effect. It's ideal while watching action movies, while listening to music, or even while watching sports. This allows you to enjoy more immersive experience, mimicking the feel of a cinema hall or a concert. All that even without the additional rear speakers. Then the second mode is Voice Mode. It's exactly as the name says, it enhances the vocal clarity so you can enjoy every dialogue. And the third one, my favorite, Night Mode. Now this is such an underrated mode. It reduces the dynamic range of the audio, making loud things softer and quieter things relatively louder. It's ideal for late night viewing. Alright, let's talk about my experience. But first, here's a quick demo.
Virginia's been betrayed, Ethan.
Hey! Quit messing around!
I'm not messing around, I'm doing important stuff.
I don't think I'll ever let you in. Easier to break it on our best friends. I don't really understand myself. I don't really understand, need help. I don't wanna be left on the shelf.
Oh wow. But first, I'd like to clarify, the audio you just heard in this video does not justify the true sound experience. But still you'll get a rough idea. Alright, so we use the sound field mode and that truly creates an immersive viewing experience. The soundbar is actually able to simulate the sound from multiple directions even though there aren't any speakers at the rear. And it's all thanks to that up-firing speaker that directs sound off to the ceiling to surround you with the audio from above. It's not perfect, but super impressive. It truly engages you in the content, and the clarity and the crispness is stellar. You can hear even the minutest detail. Also, I must add, it gets super loud to fill a huge room without any distortion. I know, everyone wants to know about the bass, and no prizes for guessing, it's gonna blow you away. It's got the super deep thump that actually shakes the room and you can feel every punch. At the same time, it's tuned such that it won't give you a migraine. Bass fans are absolutely going to love it. For those who like it soft, you can actually reduce the bass levels from the remote itself. Then with voice mode turned on, the center speaker on the soundbar helps enhance the vocals. And trust me, it really elevates the experience. Night mode is all the above but more subtle. It compresses loud sounds while boosting quieter ones. For example, like an explosion is reduced while the volume of quieter sounds like speech is increased. It's simply genius. By the way, you can toggle all these modes from the app itself. Plus, you can adjust the volume, you can even adjust the level of the subwoofer, and so much more. But the cherry on the cake is if you have a Sony Bravia compatible TV, then you can access all these modes right from the TV's quick settings. Sound field, voice, night mode, and even the bass levels. Isn't that cool? Both Bravia devices talk to each other so well. It feels so seamless. Now, there's one more thing I want to touch upon. Most soundbars come with an LED display in the front, which personally I find very distracting. So smartly, the Bar 6 just comes with a small LED dot which is very subtle and almost invisible. I like it, there are no distractions. But the problem with the lack of displays, we don't know which mode is on and which mode is off. Now clearly, I'm nitpicking and I understand the Sony is trying to offer a clutter-free experience, but my idea is to share this info with you. It could be a boon, it could be a bane. Anyway, coming to my final thoughts. So buying a soundbar isn't hard. but buying the right one is. If you're looking for a simple, clean setup without cables running around your room and at the same time offers premium sound experience, then the Bravia Theatre Bar 6 is an easy recommendation. For under 40,000, it's one of the best sounding soundbars you can get. It's feature packed, it gets Dolby Atmos support, there's DTS-X, there's voice clarity, there's room shaking bass. It's a perfect theatre for your home. For those still looking for more, there's also a Bravia Theatre System 6 with a wireless subwoofer, 2 dedicated rear speakers and 1000 watt sound output. It's priced at 49,990. You can check that out as well. I'll share the links of both these soundbars below in the description. If you'd like to buy either of them, you should definitely check this one out. So I hope this video was helpful. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Until next time, cheers.